So, welcome dear YouTubers! I'm back, and this time finally I'm going to be showcasing the energy deck. Let's jump straight to the games and try to pilot. So this is a mashup of many cards, a very, I think, a heavily creature-based deck. So we are trying to be very aggressive with the energy using creatures, and there's also a few tricks along the way, some finishers. Let's see how it goes. The energy is a very complex addition to the Magic universe from Kaladesh, and there's a new resource that we have to handle. Um, well, it's pretty powerful, or I should say, it can become very powerful if your deck is geared towards using the energy. So we'll be hopefully trying to make good use of our energy counters. So the idea behind the energy is, well, some of your cards are going to generate energy tokens. Those tokens are outside of the reach of your opponent. That means that you're going to keep those counters no matter what the opponent is doing, and then you can choose to spend them on some other effects. Many cards use the energy counters to do very fancy stuff. In this deck, many of the main use of the energy is to pump up our creatures by giving them +1/+1 counters. But there are many other uses that we can try to use to do. There's a little bit of damage effects that we can do using energy. There's some, well, the how is the name? The Multiform Wonder. That's a very impressive artifact creature that can take very good use of the energy to become a flyer, gain power, gain toughness, lifelink, vigilance. Well, tons of fancy stuff for a single creature, but well, you have to spend your energy to do so. We can even scry with the energy. That's very useful. And well, there's many other things that we could do, but not present in the deck. What else? Well, I think that one of the keys for the energy decks is how to reliable get access to more and more energy every turn. So the main producing effect for energy producing effect is the creatures that enter the battlefield that gives you energy. But uh, there's a one-time use of those. Therefore, if you run out of cards or creatures that do that, you are not going to have energy every turn. So there are a few permanents that can grant you energy, such as the Dynable Tower. That's an artifact that gives you energy every time you cast an instant or sorcery, and that's very useful. You get value. That artifact can spend energy to deal damage too. Well, apparently we can't find an opponent here. So there's a few creatures that produce energy when they are attacking. Well, that's a way to gain more energy. The only issue is that you have to send your guys to attack, therefore you have to be able to protect them. So this deck also is running a few copy generation effects, such as the Flame Shadow Conjuring. Here it is. We can duplicate creatures by paying one additional red. Okay, let's keep this hand. So we have two energy producing creatures, and the Long Task does not produce energy when it enters, but when it attacks. And we have the Aether Torch Renegade, one of the most powerful. Okay, let's. I want to play the cab next turn, but let's go with the sulfur falls here. Then I'm willing to spend the energy from the either hub to pay for the long task. On the other hand, well, explosive vegetation. I think that's 4 mana, and I don't have 4. Okay, I do not have. Okay, the opponent left. Okay, let's continue here. I don't know. Well, it took a long time to find the opponent, and now he's gone or she's gone. Alright, we've drawn Expedite, giving haste to one of our guys. Okay, let's take an aggressive stance. Provided this guy survives, it's going to be giving us 2 energy counters every time it attacks, or I should say every time it deals damage, and we can spend the energy to give these cats some counters, +1/+1 counter. An important thing about this is that you can pay this at any time, because many of the other creatures that use energy, you can only do so while you are uh, declaring the attackers. Therefore, those are not so useful most of the time. So here we are going to play this guy before combat, because we get the energy, and then we can send these boys into attack, and in case the AI tries to block, we can make this one larger and make them survive. Okay, 2 damage, and we gain 2 additional energy. And at this point, I'm not pumping up. I could have done more damage, but I think it's better for me to save the energy and try to see what the opponent tries to do, and then spend the energy, maybe. So we want to be very conservative and only, well, that's what I want to do, is to use the energy only when necessary, so I always have access to the energy. So here this is an attack. If I block with this, it dies. I don't think it's worth. Let's skip the blocking. We are going to take 2 damage. Now the energy has green and blue, and that might be indicating possibly a counter spell, but he has spent the mana to activate the ability of the Dustwatch Recruiter, and it's becoming a werewolf now. He found the Elvish Visionary. So, okay, land, that's nice, because now I can play 2 spells on the same turn. And let's go with Kiora. This, I can deal 1 damage to a creature, but I'm going to use Kiora here. We have to spend 1 energy to gain our green to pay the cost of Kiora. Now let's attack with both. We are going to be dealing 2 damage here. Okay, now I'm going to untap this Longtest Hub and the Sulfur Falls, and I'm going to cast Expedite. We lose some value because this one gives haste to one of our boys, but we are casting 2 spells, meaning that the Crawling Howler becomes the Recruiter once again, and we get to draw, and that's fine. Let's go ahead and see what the opponent is going to do now. The most worrisome thing is, oh, he's going to emerge. Wow, he's tapping, but well, lucky for us, this guy has Summoning Sickness now. Okay, this is a bit scary now. 5/6. I think we can kill that boy, right? We gain +2/+2 and trample and draw a card with the Cup. Okay. Let's get the green for sure. That it would be a big mistake not getting green before I try to do so. And tap this boy. I mean, okay. Ho, cut. We can deal 1 damage. That is 5. This is +2/+2. Right now, not need to do so. Yeah, no, I'm not going to. Right, this okay. Untap my already untapped creature. Let's swing with the cab, and I expect the computer to block. A human would probably not block this boy, but the AI might think different. Let's see. Okay, the AI is very easy to trick. Let's see what we draw. The cab is already a 4/4. We are going to pay 2 times. Now it's a 6/6, at least for this turn. And we are going to play the theorist. It's fine. We get to well, let's get a bit greedier here and wait until the next turn, because no, I'm not going to have enough mana. Yes, because of Kiora. Yeah, let's provided that Kiora is hanging around until next turn, we can get 6 energy from the theorist next turn. And that's a lot of energy. Then alright. I would like to kill this, but we can only we can use this only once per turn. Alright. I'm going to kill this right now before the opponent has the chance to do anything. There we go. Okay, Kira helping us ramping. Double flame shadow creature. Too tempting to use this, but no. Anyways, I'm not going to have. Yes, I can play the Conjuring and the Theories, but I can't afford the activation of the Conjuring. So let's go with Explosive Vegetation here and get our lands already. Island and of course forest, because we are lacking a bit of green currently. And okay, let's swing for 4. And let's hope the opponent is not killing our long task cop. Nice cut. Okay, the opponent sacrificing the primal druid to prevent damage and fetching a basic land. We're going to untap this boy and this. Okay, still holding back the theorist, because now next turn we're going to be able to make the copy, and that's what we want to do. Then by paying 8 energy we can deal 6 damage to the opponent. We don't have 8 energy, but at some point in time we might get there. I like seeing. Now the opponent is going to find another land. This becomes 4/5. It gains +2/+2 from having 6 lands. And the opponent has 1 open mana there. Okay, let's go with the Flame Shadow. Good. Aether Theorist. And we are for sure duplicating it. Yoo-hoo! 3 more energy. And we get a haste creature that could attempt to attack for 1 or Scry. I don't think the Scry is worth at this point. I'm going to hit that Thopter. So, because I'm not sending this boy to attack and we want to get rid of the blockers, let's send both to attack. Let's see what the computer decides to block. It's a bad choice to block this long task cab, but maybe the AI doesn't want to take 4. Well, okay, the worst thing that can happen, the opponent having a bounce spell could remove all our counters. I'm going to +1, and we are getting closer to the ultimate. The emblem from Kiora is very powerful. Yeah, so against the AI, it's pretty easy to do this. Double Flame Shadow Conjuring of it's so powerful. I think we have this pretty much. Worst thing that the computer can attempt to do is a bounce spell that could take away all our permanents back to our hand. Okay, Gear Hulk. This boy is a 5 mana creature that gives 4 counters to some of the creatures, and also trample, very powerful indeed. Alright, okay, Altered Ego, and I can duplicate the Altered Ego, so I could. A nice thing to attempt here is to. Okay, the reason to run this in my deck is to being able to copy the energy producers, but here duplicating the Gear Hulk sounds very good for us. Let's play. Oh, so many options. If I use the emblem, I definitely win because I have 3 8/8s that are going to be able to take care of this. Then we can swing for. Okay, that's not going to be lethal. So let's untap this and the rest. All right, good. Now, if I duplicate, I'm going to get 8 energy. But having 2 copies of this, yeah, I think it's best for me to have 2 copies of this boy. Distribute 4 +1/+1 counters. Let's put them 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you get counters, and maybe you get 1. We are going to pay. We get another Gear Hulk. Let's put more overdue, more, and more counters, and another one on this. That's a little bit big creature, and let's hope it sticks to the board. This is a token that is going to get exiled on the end step, so no point in holding back that one. So we deal 4 and remove that Gear Hulk. And okay, the only sad thing is that we couldn't afford to pay 2 times the copying of the Gear Hulk. That's the only sad thing, but still pretty nice. And then, okay, Kyora's emblem is going to be extremely powerful, but in case that we couldn't already win. Yes, get your clue, spend your mana. The I can see why the opponent left, because his hand was not so good. Alright, let's draw and see what we get here. We're going to receive 2 more energy. This is nice, and this haste. Okay, let's give the boy some haste. The emblem is so tempting, but so it is to. This is so powerful. Sorry, boys. No emblem this game. I know. The emblem is very powerful. Right. This is the proper tapping this time. Look at this one. +4/+4 and trample on any of these is also lethal, but we are going to be duplicating this Imperial Voyager 2 times. We have 2 flyers now that are going to give us more energy. Okay, that's a little damage there, and we end the game with plenty of energy and loyalty for Kiora. Not bad at all, but the opponent helped us quite a lot, but not playing anything too scary for us. Well, the Gear Hulk was big, but our creatures were larger. Wow, boosters on sale! Too bad I already have every one, but if you haven't completed your collection, I encourage you to go ahead and buy them, the boosters. Well, you have a 50 coins discount for each booster. That will help you complete your collection pretty much. Let's try to find another game, and this is going to be the last one for this particular video because it took too long to find that match. Let's see, what can we do over here? Join in session. Please give us a decent opponent. I don't mind losing the game if it is a worthy opponent. Fighting against the AI it's good to test your deck. You can see if the deck works as you expected, but it's not too challenging most of the time. The AI can pilot the decks that the developers have included for the AI in the game very nicely. For instance, in the campaigns or if you fight against the AI. But when when the system has to use a deck that some user has made, well, it's not going to probably do the optimal choices, and not to mention that there's a very strange behavior from the computer that cruise the vehicles on the most awkward times. For instance, the computer is going to be crewing the vehicles during his turn and then does an attack, so he taps the blockers. Very strange behavior. So apparently we are going to have difficulty finding some opponents. So in the meantime, I encourage you to give me some comments below the video so I can see what things I can change or improve. I know that my audio quality is terrible, so hopefully someday I'm going to have a better audio system and have a nicer recording. Okay, let's see what we find. Okay, land 2. We have the Dynable Tower that is very powerful for us and the Pummeler, but we only have, well, This is going to give us energy. Let's keep it. This is a very risky, but we have two drops, and since these both these three drops are colorless, we can play it with any land that we get after this. Only thing is that we are on the play. The but larger than life, it's going to help us getting the energy for the cap. Black. This is one of the most problematic colors against us because black can destroy our creatures with many spells or force us to sacrifice them. And since we are a heavy creature based deck, that's going to be problematic. Seeing red is fine for us. Hopefully the opponent has not Fiery Impulse or Galvanic Bombardment or anything. Okay, good, we are going to kill that Liliana right away. Larger than life, or maybe wild size. No, larger than life, it's going to be. Yeah. So hopefully we get our lands soon. +4/+4 and trample. Okay, I think we don't get the energy out of this attack. That's bad. I should admit that I do not have so clear the rules for planeswalkers because look at this. We have to deal combat damage to a player, so of course we hit a planeswalker, that doesn't count. But many cards say that you can deal damage to players, but then you can target the planeswalkers. So I'm not entirely sure what uh, what are the precise roles for all of those. Blossoming defense, fine, we can maybe take care of the blob. Otherwise, we get the energy, and that's two. If the opponent blocks, we kill it. If he doesn't, we get energy. Fair. It sounds fair. Block. And he chose to. Okay, we got our energy going on, but the lack of land is being very hurtful. Now I'm regretting keeping the starting hand. This is awful. Now this boy is really impressive. This deck is not geared towards making this huge. This is insane. I have a video where this boy becomes well, on paper magic it would be it would have damage over 2000 points of damage. This game has an upper limit of 9,999 damage. Okay, the total is very nice, but we are lacking our blue. If I play nothing, I'm going to have to discard. Right. I think this is a loss. And the opponent has black too. Right. Okay. I think I'm going to stand on defense and kiss goodbye. Turtle is so nice. I don't like to. I like turtles. I don't want to discard them. Okay, explosive vegetation. As strange as it is, this spell costs us 4, and we can afford that. Oh no! Kind of stranger. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, I'm going to have to take the damage because Kindly Stranger is able to kill the hub by paying 3 when it has the realm, and we can save one creature using Blossoming defense. God damn it. No! Right. Okay. Let's get this one a try. Let's find our blue. Confirm. And I think I'm dead here. Skip the attack. Uh, Alright, this is what happens when you get too greedy and keep a hand without the lands that you need to play your cards. But okay, I guess it happens to everybody. Lightning Axe trying to deal 5 damage to the hub, and maybe he's going to drop some madness. No, he does not. Okay, let's save the long top halves. Blossoming defense gives this boy hexproof, therefore we prevent damage. Now the opponent is not going to attack. That's good. Alright, let's think about this. I think we need to have some creature. Let's Alright. This is about uh, now if the opponent has bone splinters or some sorcery that lets him sacrifice one of his boys, we lost on the spot because that enables the delirium, and then the inexorable blob is going to be awful. Oh boy. Oh my boy. Right. Oh well. No. The realm is on. The only redeeming quality is that the opponent has spent the mana to do this. Bone splinters, as I expected. Okay, he already has 4 card types. He's not going to be able to play a creature this turn. So we have to take care of this one, if the most problematic creature for us. Yeah, we lost on the get-go with the mulligan base. Yeah, that's the. So let's see how far we can survive here. We're going to take it. Skip blocking. We could copy the kindly stranger. That would be kind of hilarious. I could copy the blob actually, if I had another land. That is right. I'm going to attack with this. Okay, now the opponent is going to be able to kill us no matter what we do, because he transforms. The kindly stranger gets rid of one of our blockers. This blob is going to be putting another attacker. Alright, let's just concede. Let's give this boy. Right. If this had shown earlier, we might have a chance here. Alright, that's it for the time. I'm sorry about that game. We should have won, but the greed was my demise. So I hope that anyways you have somehow enjoyed, and we'll be meeting this deck soon. Until next time, sayonara.